This city is built on dreamers, game changers.
Big fella.
And tonight, their journey to achieve greatness begins.
We all built with greatness. We all came in danger.
The Friars are ready to shine on the game's biggest stage.
Showtime!
While the Hoyas will fight to steal the spotlight.
Jaden Epps. Here come the Hoyas.
It's Wednesday night in the Garden, where anything can happen.
The time it takes to win, the time you made the greatest.
Beautiful look at the Big Apple. Late afternoon here in New York City as we get set for Game 2 of 3 tonight on the opening night of the 2024 Big East Tournament, live from Madison Square Garden. The opening game, 9-seed Xavier, 4 better than 8-seed Butler. Coming up next, the 7-10 game. Providence sitting on that first 4 out line against Georgetown. It is a must-win for the Friars if they have any hope of getting themselves to the NCAA tournament. The winner of this one will meet 2-seed Creighton tomorrow. Later tonight, 6 versus 11, Villanova taking on DePaul. Ed Cooley, a big talking point in this one, the former Providence head coach. He was there for 12 years, 242 wins, second most in school history, but now he's on the opposite side. Providence going through their starting lineups. Donnie, why is it important for Josh Oduro to get going early?
Well, for a couple of reasons. First, you got to keep the pressure on the interior of a guy like Supreme Cook. You throw the ball inside. He's just such a smart player, Josh Oduro. He can stretch you out, but his bread is buttered down in the paint. Also, you set the tone, Laval, for how the refs are going to call this game.
Yeah, exactly. And Devin Carter had to put the cape on last time, Donnie. They're going to need more from the others. Jaden Pierre, Richard Barron, Garway Dual. Those guys are going to have to step up and contribute.
These two teams met on Tuesday. Providence, a 13-point victor. So the Friars swept the Hoyas through the course of the regular season. But everything changes inside the Garden and here at the Big East Tournament. Must win for the Friars. And for the call, Tim Brando and Bill Raftery.
All right, Rob, thank you. Last time Ed Cooley coached in this building, St. John's was in a must-win situation, and he made sure that they had to work hard to get it. And in this tournament, they were down 25 to UConn a year ago. Probably helped set the table for Marquette because they cut it to 3 in the last 2 minutes of that quarterfinal game a year ago. So the table is set for Cooley to maybe do the unthinkable today to his old school.
Is it more about basketball, or is it more about this rivalry that it's become? Of course, Cooley, as noted, such a keeper at Providence. What a great job he did. And conversely, Kim English taking over, doing a very good job.
Sure has.
Injury early in the year with Hopkins certainly set them back a little bit, but they really get after you. They're solid. And the big thing, I think, for Georgetown, they haven't been able to close out games. They hang tough. All of a sudden, mistake or two, come up empty on a couple of trips. But I think this rivalry will last for quite a while.
Indeed. Well, here are the starting lineup sponsored by Jeep. There's only one. Ed Cooley has said to me many times, I've got great shooting guards, I have no point guard. So, Epps, Styles, Heath need help from Brumbaugh and Cook inside. Providence counters with the player of the year, as before mentioned. Carter does need the help. Inter Pierre, Ticket Gaines, Rich Barron, and Josh Oduro. Here's Christina Pink.
Well, Tim, it's going to be weird for Ed Cooley facing his former team here in the Garden. He told me moments ago, I'd be lying if I told you it didn't. He said, it felt that way both times we played them. But I'm 54 years in New England, 48 years in Rhode Island, and 12 years as the head coach. And he said, I tell you one thing, I am so proud of Devin Carter. But you make sure you tell Tim and you tell Raph, remember who recruited him.
Indeed. As he was holding the chicken parm that I don't think many of us ate because we were already full last night, he was pointing that out. Listen, Providence has a huge contingent here, and if he has to feel like a road team again, that's okay with him because there's no team he'd rather beat than this one right here.
Yeah, of course, when you look at this Providence team, Donnie was talking about Oduro, who I've just admired firsthand and from a distance during the course of this season. The point-forward mentality and capabilities of making plays.
Our officials, Gaffney, Farrell, hello, and we're underway.
And Timmy B right now, the Warriors go. And we will see a lot of switches.